Hi, Mr. Loader here. Wanted to talk to you about the lesson for Monday, the 22nd of February. It's an English lesson. To start off with, I'd like to talk about this starter. What I'd like you to do is see if you can improve the sentence. The sentence is, the dog got the ball. Okay. Now, how could we improve this sentence? So we couldn't we, improve or change the verb. Okay. We've got the word got. Okay, so think about what other words we can use for that. We could describe the noun or the nouns in there. Remember, the nouns are the dog and the ball. Okay, and we could extend the sentence by using conjunctions. Maybe something like because or and or then. Okay, so see what you can do, see if you can improve that sentence. So you might want to pause the video to do that. Right, the WALT is to give a set of oral instructions clearly to enable someone to do or make something. Now let's think back to the instructions that we did earlier on in the year. Okay, one of the things we did was we made the monsters, didn't we? Okay, out of lollipop sticks. So my question is, what language did we use and what things did we include within our instructions? So pause the video, talk to an adult, or share that with a partner. Okay, these are the things, or some of the things that we did. We used this language. We used time connective, first, second, next, after that, then, finally, lastly. Okay, and we included imperative verbs, didn't we? Bossy verbs like cut, put, take. Okay, and we also included bullet points for a list of things, didn't we? Okay, now I'm putting these on here. They are oral instructions. Okay, that positional language that we can use that will really help you. Okay, when you're giving your oral instruction. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some instructions. You're not going to be able to see anything. I'm just going to talk it through because that's what oral instructions are. Okay. Just before I do, one game that uses oral instructions is Simon Says. Okay. Simon Says, put your hand on your head. Simon Says, touch your toes. Simon Says, spin around. Simon Says, jump in the air. Okay, they're all oral instructions. So I'm going to give you oral instructions to draw a penguin. It's going to be a bit like a Rob Biddulph, but you can't see what's happening or what needs to be done. So the first instruction is to draw a shape. Okay, it's an oval shape, almost like an egg shape, but at the bottom the line is flat, but at the top it's curved like an egg. Okay, the second instruction is to draw two wings, a wing on either side of the shape that you've just drawn, your oval shape. They need to be pointy, the wings, and they go lower down on that shape of the egg, though where it curves towards the top, they go just underneath that. Okay, the next thing you need to do, just towards the top of the egg, not right at top, you need to draw two dots for eyes. And then a little bit lower down in between the two eyes, you need to draw a triangle shape for a nose, for a beak. Okay, next thing, from that straight line at the bottom, I'd like you to draw an oval shape. It's almost the same shape as the first shape you did, but you're going up towards the beak, not right to the beak. Make sure there is a gap. Okay, so it's oval at the top and it's going to be flat at the bottom. And then the final thing, or finally, you need to give it 2 feet. Now, the feet are almost like an M shape for the toes, and then obviously they can join to the body. Okay, so that's the first attempt. So see how you got on with that. Okay, now we're going to have a second attempt. So I'm going to give you the instructions again, but this time you're going to see the images. Okay, so first instruction. So it was draw an egg shape, wasn't it? But at the bottom it was going to be quite flat. Okay, so can you draw that on your piece of paper first? The second instruction, this was hard to explain, but I guess it's halfway either side, isn't it, to draw 2 wings either side of that oval shape. Okay, and they need to be pointy and almost like touching the floor, aren't they? Next, at the top of the head or towards the top, but leave a bit of room, draw 2 eyes, and there were 2 dots, weren't they? Then draw a triangle shape in between the 2 dots, but a little bit lower down, so not right in between. Okay, for the beak. Then we need to draw another oval shape that's flat at the bottom, so from the bottom of the penguin's body, an oval shape heading up towards the beak. Okay, that's going to be for his chest, isn't it? And then finally we need to give it 2 feet. Okay, and I'd use that M shape. Okay. So now have a think. Now you've had a go at both sets of instructions. What was easier? Was it the first oral instructions, or did you find it a lot easier oral and pictures? Think carefully about that. So this is what I'd like you to do. Now, in the page downloads of the website, there are instructions for how to draw a cat, but obviously it's just pictures. So what I'd like you to do is have a look at that. Okay, and then see if you can give oral instructions on how to draw a cat to a partner or an adult, and see if they can have a go. Okay, and then secondly, once you've done that, do it again like I did, but then do it showing pictures or you drawing it. Okay, and then the next part is to complete the sentence stems. It was easier to, my partner found, when given instructions it helped, I prefer to. And just as a reminder, you might find using the positional language helpful to use when you're describing how to draw the cat. I found that given the oral instructions, I had to give loads and loads of instructions within it, loads and loads of detail. Okay, the fly high challenge is this question for you to answer. Could we make the instructions easier for our partner so they are successful? What things could we do? Okay, now we've kind of talked about it, we touched on it, haven't we? Okay, then once you've finished the learning activity, this is the plenary. How do we know these are a set of instructions? What things do they have? What things do they include? Okay, thank you. Hope you get on well with describing how to draw a cat. Take care and speak to you soon.